welcome to Tara's Tactics. Today we're going to be talking about rope training, some lateral movements, and also how backing can fix biting. When I got Miss Gemma here, my mom had passed away, so I purchased her, and she was not halter, lead, or anything broke. So we've gone through an amazing journey the last couple of years, including getting weight on her, understanding nutrition, all of these different types of things, which I had had horses before, but I did not understand what I was doing. Once I started realizing how Ryan Rose, JP Pear Ranch, Clinton Anderson, and multiple other people, Buck, there's so many different trainers out there that can give you amazing methods. But it's always hard because you think, well, I'm, heavy set, or I'm, not as agile, or I'm older, or whatever the case is. No, let me tell you, you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. So, with Gemma, she was not halter, lead, or anything broke, and therefore I could not touch her or touch her legs. I could touch her face through the fence, and that was pretty much it. We were leading her down the road, and I'd already decided to keep her, and my stepdad, who's nearly 6 feet tall, she reared with him, lifted him off the ground, and I thought, my God, what have I done? So we're going to praise the Lord for all that we've been able to do through a lot of research, and let's get to it. So with rope training, I'm going to go ahead and back her up so she can be a little bit in the video. And I do apologize, the land is not completely flat, but you're going to get your lead rope, and this is after you've kind of desensitized them where you can get a halter on them, giving them loveys and scrubbies, and wherever their itchy spots are, you can find them, I promise. They're everywhere, and they're going to love it. So once you get them to where they're responsive to your presence, being able to touch their shoulder and stuff, you can take the rope on their front legs. I'll always start with front legs. Wrap it around the leg, and you're just going to kind of shimmy it up and down, back and forth, go all the way down the leg, go all the way up the leg, and all that kind of stuff. And before you even try to lift a leg, and I'm going to go ahead and back her up just a little bit, there we go. Before you even try to lift a leg, you'll be doing it with your rope first. And once they respond and they do what you've asked them to do, then you're going to stop. You're going to give them release from the pressure. They learn from the release of pressure rather than the pressure itself. So once you've got the front legs good to go, you're going to do the same thing with the back. You're also going to learn how to flip the lead rope over their back and get used to letting the rope go through your hands so that it doesn't pop them when you do it. Now, ideally, you'll have a larger rope because she's a pretty long mare, and I have one, but we've already gone through this training, so I don't need the larger one right now just to show you. Anyway, and whatever you do on one side, you're going to be doing on the other side as well. And you're always going to give them positive reinforcement when you do this. Now, if your horse starts moving and they're moving and you're like, oh no, you just keep going. It doesn't matter what you do, you just keep going. And then you can rub them to a stop if you absolutely need to. But whenever they do a lick and chew, breathe a sigh of relief, any of that kind of stuff, it definitely helps. When I say backing fixes biting, when I first got her, she did try to bite me pretty good. And again, she'd only been out with the herd. This is how they communicate in the hierarchy of a herd. And so we're just teaching her, I understand this is what you've been taught, but I am now the leader. You're going to follow me. Anything you do with them, don't lose your anger with them, okay? It's just like kids. They're going to act out. They're going to react a particular type of way most of the time, and you've got to be patient with them and say, I understand you feel that way, but this is what we're going to do. Just remain consistent, If they keep bobbing their head up too much, you put a little pressure there, and whenever they move their head down, you stop. And then you rub them, and you show them they did a good job. And then you can do it again if it's not low enough. You just put a little pressure down like this, and then they're going to put their head down, and you stop. And then you rub them again and show them that they're a good girl or a good boy, whatever. And so this kind of behavior, it can really teach them what to do, how to do it without hurting you or anything else. And so even if I don't have the halter, which by the way, when I take off the halter, I'll have her put her head down because I'm kind of short. I don't want to have to be reaching up there too high. So She might lift it back up, but I'm going to have her put it down. Okay. Then I'm going to take off the halter. Take it off like that so that even whenever you start to bridle train them, the bit falls out of their mouth rather than clanking against their teeth, and then you have a problem. And then I'll typically have her stand here like this, or I'll have her put her head low, and that way, and turn to the side. That way she understands, you know, that that's what we're going to do. But even when I have her unhaltered, if I want her to go over, and then she'll move over, and I can move her back, you know, if I need to yield her or whatever it is that I need to do. And if I need her to move her front end, I can do that too. Good girl. And if I need side pass her, I can even do that. I don't know if I can get it within the video, but we'll try to do that. Are you ready? Pass. Pass. Good girl. Yes. Help. Okay, come on. Ready? Good girl. Yes. So you can form an amazing bond with your horse whenever you start gradually. If you're not professional. If you are professional, maybe you can do it in a week. I got her ready for the farrier in 2 weeks, and I wish that everybody could see this video or any video like it that would show them how to get their horse ready for the farrier and all of that. And you know, if you're going to be using a flag, for example, you know, you'll get them used to having the flag on them. She thinks I'm going to give her scratchies with it. But then you're going to desensitize the airspace around them first. You do not want to just all of a sudden go at them. And then whenever they've done a good job, show a sign of relief, you pet them again with the flag or the stick or whatever you're using. And eventually you can just do it all over however you want to do it. Does she love the flag? No. It makes scary noises. Does she understand it? Does she do good? Yes, she does. But keep an eye on her channel. And if there's anything else you'd like for me to speak on, I'll do it. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.